Run, Mija, run.
Scenes of chaos. Eerily similar.
Go, come on!
But more than 1,500 miles apart.
And I miss her so much. And I'd give my life and trade for hers.
Stories of loss and heartbreak now spanning the nation.
I just wish she would just wake up in a hospital and be like, I'm okay, with just a little graze. But she's really gone.
2 deadly mass shootings, leaving 31 dead and 53 injured. Once again, Americans are coming to grips with this tragic reality. Everyday people going about their lives killed in cold blood. This time in El Paso at a shopping center. And in Dayton, in front of a popular bar. The 13 hours of horror first began Saturday morning in Texas, when a gunman opened fire in a Walmart parking lot.
He just walked into Walmart very confidently, and, it looked like he was on a mission.
According to authorities, he would later say that mission was to kill as many Hispanics as possible. They said that he would strike down unsuspecting shoppers as he walked in. The store packed with thousands of patrons, many there looking for back-to-school supplies. People hiding, fleeing for their lives. Some crawling on the ground, seeking cover under benches. The gunfire relentless. Kendall Long ran to the back of the store with his wife, Kiana, taking cover in a metal storage container.
We take off running. After he sees people start running, you can hear the different fire rate. He starts pop, 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 pop. He's going for that semi. He's trigger finger. He's going.
Some shoppers recording video on their cell phones.
Busting guns in Walmart right now. AK, somebody's got shot.
Within minutes, SWAT teams respond to the reports of an active shooter.
We need tactical units to go ahead and start responding to help support at the Walmart.
The entire area placed on lockdown as authorities work to track down the shooter. And in the midst of the chaos, paramedics and everyday citizens stepping in, wheeling the injured out in shopping carts. U.S. Army Private Glendon Oakley was at a nearby store and ran toward the sound of the gunfire, picking up lost children in the parking lot and carrying them to safety.
I don't want to talk about what went on in there because I just want to forget about it all. I just want to focus on the people that has lost their loved ones. I don't want to focus on what happened.
The first thing we heard was 3 loud shots, but they sounded like fireworks.
Adria Gonzalez was in the store with her mother when she says she spotted the shooter.
I saw his expression. He was like he didn't care what he was doing. He was just shooting and shooting.
As a military wife, she says that instinct kicked in and she tried to save those around her.
You want to do everything that you can, but then you realize you can't save everybody.
One particular person still haunts her, a senior citizen she tried to help, but amidst the chaos, just couldn't.
I tried to get her out, but she stayed there, and the only thing I said quietly was just stay down. Don't pretend that you're dead. That's what I told her. I haven't heard of her, so I'm praying that she is still alive.
22 innocent lives lost and dozens more injured. Among those hurt, one as young as 2 months old. It's believed his mother, 25-year-old Jordan Anchondo, died while shielding him. The baby found covered in blood, but alive. His father, Andre, was killed too. ABC's David Muir spoke with their family.
The baby had blood bruises on his head, broken fingers, and he was full of blood. But it happened to be his parents' blood on the baby, so thankfully he's okay.
For hours, some family members searched for their loved ones. Edie Hallberg made this desperate plea for help in finding her 86-year-old mother.
And I got tired of waiting, and I just want to know where my mom is.
Today, we learned that her mother, Angie Ellsby, was identified as one of those killed. Also among the dead, 15-year-old Javier Rodriguez. The soccer-loving local teen was set to start his sophomore year in high school. Many decrying that one life lost is too many, but there's no escaping the fact that these incidents are happening more and more. The Gun Violence Archive puts the number of mass shootings this year at 255. Those are incidents where 4 or more individuals were wounded, not including the gunman. When it comes to the El Paso attack, the FBI believes the shooter specifically targeted his victims because they were of Hispanic descent. Officials say he traveled more than 600 miles, a 10-hour drive from Allen, Texas to El Paso, a border town that's quietly proud of its mixed heritage. The Cielo Vista Mall, where the attack took place, located just 5 miles from the U.S.-Mexico border. Many Mexican nationals cross the border to shop there.
We're afraid to go out to Walmart. We're afraid to go out to the street because we feel like we're being hunted. I mean, because our color, our skin color.
Authorities say the shooter first entered the Walmart unarmed, scouted the store, and upon seeing the large number of Hispanic shoppers, exited, and minutes later returned armed, as seen by surveillance images obtained by KTSM. 20 minutes after the first shot was fired, police would apprehend the suspect just a few blocks from the scene.
So far, the intel, we have one subject and he's in custody.
Authorities say an assault-style rifle similar to an AK-47 and several magazines were recovered from the scene. The suspect, identified as 21-year-old Patrick Crusius.
The state charge is capital murder, and so he is eligible for the death penalty. We will seek the death penalty.
His attack was detailed and posted on the online message board 8chan just 20 minutes before the shooting, a 4-page racist and hate-filled rant decrying what he referenced as a Hispanic invasion of Texas.
We are treating it as a domestic terrorism case, and we're going to do what we do to terrorists in this country, which is deliver swift and certain justice.
That controversial site 8chan is the place that 3 recent mass shooters chose to announce their terror plans. Overnight, 8chan's network provider Cloudflare took the website down, calling it a cesspool of hate.
Suspects talking about all these Jews need to die.
This past May, FBI officials warned the number of hate crimes by white supremacists in America is on the rise.
There have been more arrests and deaths in the United States caused by domestic terrorists than international terrorists in recent years.
According to the FBI, there are approximately 850 domestic terror cases currently being investigated, and a significant portion of those cases involve racial and ethnic hatred. Earlier today, President Trump condemned the actions of the shooter.
In one voice, our nation must condemn racism, bigotry, and white supremacy. These sinister ideologies must be defeated. Hate has no place in America.
Blaming the dark recesses of the internet.
We must recognize that the internet has provided a dangerous avenue to radicalize disturbed minds and perform demented acts.
But Democratic candidates pointed to Trump's anti-immigrant rhetoric as having contributed to the violence.
This president who has sought to make this country afraid of places like El Paso and the people who live here, and immigrants specifically who he's described as rapists and criminals, warning of an invasion, talking about an infestation, he is in large part responsible for what has taken place.
El Paso's strong. I think we will get through this. We will.
Over the weekend, America's tragic roll call grew a little longer. Las Vegas, 58 killed. Orlando, 49 killed. Virginia Tech, 32 killed. And now El Paso, 22 killed.
This is my home. And it hurts a lot. He took so many innocent lives.
Another community left grieving, marred by a senseless tragedy. And just 13 hours later in Dayton, Ohio, the nightmare would begin all over again. Stay with us.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.